On the one hand, the son listens to the rights of the father and mother. And now he tells the wife that, look, my father and mother have got great rights over me. So therefore you are now my slave and the slave of my father and mother, and therefore you have to do everything now for them. And don't say anything to them. And day and night you must be at their service. Now Shariat and Islam told the son that you should go out of your way to make them comfortable, and encourage your wife if happily she does it, and she should try and do it because she is a daughter-in-law. She should also have love for them just as her own parents. In her own house she was doing cooking, baking, cleaning, sweeping. She was making khidmat of her own parents. So now that she has come here, she must try and make khidmat of these parents. And these parents must think that this is another daughter that has come into my house. I haven't brought a slave, I haven't brought a servant. Because when the woman wanted a daughter-in-law, then at that time they were going all over and giving big stories that when your daughter comes into my house, she will be my daughter. I will teach her. If she doesn't know how to bake and cook or sweep or clean, don't worry, I will do everything. They give big stories. And once that daughter-in-law comes, now they find nothing but faults with the daughter-in-law all the time. Now when they are going to be finding faults with the daughter-in-law all the time, then that daughter-in-law will be finding faults with them all the time. Then there can never be peace and harmony in that home. But if the parents say that this is another daughter of ours, if she has got some weakness and shortcoming, then just as we would like to cover up our daughter's shortcomings, if my daughter is married to someone and she has got some shortcoming, would I like that my son-in-law goes and brags everywhere or tells everybody what her shortcomings are? Or her parents must do that? Or his parents must do that? I wouldn't like it. I would like that they must cover the shortcomings of my daughter. So in the same way we say that this woman who has come into my house, she is my daughter, and therefore I must cover her shortcomings. If the woman goes about it that way, and in fact she tries to go out of her way to make that daughter-in-law comfortable, and that daughter-in-law then gets such love for that mother-in-law that she goes out of her way to make that mother-in-law comfortable, there will be no problem in that home at all. Believe me, there will be no problem. Years and years will go by, and you won't find one argument between those parents and between their daughter-in-law. In fact, they will miss each other. When one goes, they will miss each other.